Hi everyone, this is our third and final part of the guided natural history hike here at Cosumnes River Preserve. We're going to jump right back in where we left off. The Riverwalk Trail curves to meet the Wetlands Walk. This trail is a paved trail and is universally accessible. As you walk along this trail, you may notice a pole on your left with a box. This is a tree swallow nesting box. Preserve volunteers encourage tree swallows to nest by installing nest boxes on poles near water. Tree swallows are cavity nesters, and they can be found at the preserve year-round. Ideally, the forest trees would be of differing ages, including old dead trees, which are called snags. These normally are filled with cavities, and that is where tree swallows would nest. Because there is a lack of these older trees, these boxes that preserve volunteers monitor help provide that habitat for the tree swallows. You may also see larger boxes. These are for the wood duck nests. The grass you see growing here along the trail is creeping wild rye, a native perennial that thrives in low-lying areas subject to flooding. Creeping wild rye spreads by rhizomes, or underground stems, rather than by seed. It is easy to recognize this grass in the spring because it quickly grows higher than other grasses. This bridge takes us across Willow Slough, the same slough that we crossed in Part 1. Some of the plants growing thickly in the slough are tule. Miwok weave the tules into mats for sleeping, flooring, and cigar-shaped rafts. Cattails are also seen in the slough. The cattail is a perennial plant with stout stems growing 4 to 7 feet high. The Cosumnes River Preserve was established in 1987. To the north and east of the trail, you'll find valley oak trees. These valley oak trees are the first trees ever planted at the preserve by volunteers in 1988. Many of the volunteers that planted these trees still volunteer today. And now we have students that plant acorns all around the preserve. In 30 years, we hope that they'll be able to see all their hard work turned into a beautiful valley oak forest. Though you can't see much water right now, this pond and the pond to the north of the parking area across the road have water year-round. This is a great place to view the native western pond turtle, California's only native freshwater turtle, and the introduced red-eared slider, a non-native turtle that is often illegally released into the wild. After crossing Franklin Boulevard, we continue on the Wetlands Walk. The pond to the west of the trail is flooded during the fall and winter, when it becomes a roosting area for sandhill cranes and other wintering birds. Sandhill cranes are wading birds, about 4 feet tall, ashy gray with a bare red-topped head. Their long, sharp bills serve them well as they hunt for roots, bulbs, frogs, mice, and large insects in moist, grassy areas. To the right, you'll see the Boardwalk Trail, which is a universally accessible trail. This trail provides more opportunities to view the wildlife of the preserve as it takes you out into the wetlands. In the late fall and winter, the ponds are flooded. You may be able to see swans, geese, ducks, shorebirds, and the sandhill crane. This boardwalk is a half-mile round trip. And here we end our guided virtual natural history hike at Cosumnes River Preserve. We hope that you enjoyed this 3-part series. If you didn't get a chance to watch part 1 or part 2, you can go to our website at www.cosumnes.org. Thanks so much for joining us, and hopefully you'll take some time to hit the trails when you feel it's safe to do so.